What's your choice? Buried, cremated, eaten by wolves.
Ooh, I never considered eaten by wolves.
Here's the thing about eaten by wolves. Here's the thing about eaten by anything. It will be a cool story.
Jack Quaid died. Jack Quaid?
died.
No. The boys, Jack Quaid? Yeah. You hear what happened?
He got eaten by wolves. What?
Wolves.
Ooh, wolves. Is that an option?
Always.
It's a little tempting, because I'll be dead and I won't feel it. And that's like really going back to nature, but I don't eat meat, so I'm gonna say no, I don't want to be eaten by wolves.
Okay.
I think I would like to be buried.
I think I would want to go pretty traditional and be buried, just because all my grandparents are gone. And visiting their graves has meant a lot to me. I'm glad I'm able to go there, even though, obviously you could have that experience anywhere, but just being there. My grandfather passed away and I wasn't there. And then when I got there a couple of days later, I went to his grave, and that's the first time it became real that he was gone. And it was a very emotional experience.
When Claire and I talk about what kind of monument we would leave in our place, the only thought is leaving a place where your kids or family could visit, right? Because there's something meaningful in having, whether it's a headstone or the thing I really liked is the idea of putting a bench and a tree, right? I'd heard that there's ways to use your remains to plant a tree, and having a small plot that our families could visit. That seems like a pretty cool thing.
I would want to be cremated, and then I would want these cremation sandstones to be placed into vials that I will sell with a CD that would have only one song burned on it, which would be Piece of Me by Britney Spears from the 2007 Blackout album.
Well, I've always wanted to be cremated.
Okay.
And then I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about why he wanted to be buried. And he felt there was something magical about, actually being reintroduced to the earth through, bugs and, rotting and becoming that whole thing. And I since then thought about it a lot and thought about maybe that is the more interesting way to go. And so I'm open to the idea of rotting in the earth and letting the bugs eat me and becoming, part of nature again.
I just saw something the other day that was new, and it was basically like this little grass pod, and then you grow into I don't know if it was like mushrooms. We did it with my mom, and she's a tree. So I think there's something about that seems a little, I don't like fire and I don't like bugs. So I'm kind of screwed with cremation and a burial. So I'm a little torn. So I was thinking maybe I could be a tree.
I think I would like a Zoroastrian funeral. You know what that is?
I don't know.
Okay. That's where you put your body out on, a stand and the vultures.
Pyre or something? Oh, sure. And the vultures come and eat you.
Yeah. Cool. I would like to feed some
mine
vultures.
is going to need that in some way. I've been talking to my estate lawyer forever to help me with this. I would like my skull preserved and used as a prop. And there's all kinds of legal crap to go through with it. But it means bugs eating off everything. That's how they do it. They put the head in a glass case with these bugs.
Yeah, what does it matter to me? I'll be dead.
I've always played with the idea, and I don't know, the closer I get to death, the more I wonder if it's a good idea, donating my body to science, just to see, because what am I gonna do with the body that I'm not inhabiting anymore? I'm like, maybe it can go to do something good.
I would like to be partially cremated. Just the lower half. And then the rest buried. Maybe eaten. But that's how I want to be remembered by my great-great-grandkids.
Half buried, half cremated.
Yeah, I would like the top half to be buried above ground.
What do you think?
I'd like to be burned alive and then eaten.
Do you know if you want to be buried or cremated or...
Taxidermied.
Taxidermied?
Yes, and placed in all sorts of potentially startling positions around the house, or just kind of on the couch with the remote.
I think on like in your cinema, sitting like reclined, little pack of popcorn in your lap, just smiling, and then your own work on a constant loop on the screen, and you just smiling really.
Yeah, like I'm always kind of looking toward like wherever the invisible camera is in this scenario, kind of like this guy, am I right? Forever.
Yeah, you know, I love hearing about the new fads, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. I'll do that, you know. The latest one, you know, just sort of like being buried in the ground underneath a tree, and that you get assumed, and that to me, recycling and efficiency-wise, sounds wonderful until I hear something else that I like better, and I'll decide to do that.
My thing has always been I want it to be planted with a tree, and that can go either way, like cremated, ashes, feed the tree, or like hug a bulb of a tree, just my naked body, and then the roots grow through me, and then everyone can come to this butter pecan tree.
I think I'd like to be a tree.
That's really lovely. Somebody said that earlier.
I just think trees are nice. And I always like sitting under a tree, and I'd like to be that for someone else.
Do you know what kind of tree?
No, I don't, but something big and leafy. I don't know what the process is of turning one's remains into a tree, but whatever that entails.
Get in a casket and just fill it with seeds, I guess.
That's the old-fashioned way, right?
I was just watching a thing on like how we deal with death, and you know, there's limited space, and I think as I get older, I think there's gonna be less and less space. Do I want to use it up being dead in it? Do I want a place where people can come visit me? Do I care? I'll be dead. There's that thing where you can turn into a tree. I've thought about that, but I'm not crazy about birds.
So you neglected to ask what I would want to have happen as soon as I die. And so the answer to that question is I would invite 52 doozers, who are the construction workers from Fraggle Rock, to come and begin to just break my body down. I would also invite Dobby, the house elf, to just help, because it could be fun. Then I would wrap my entire body in pages from Michael Crichton novels. I prefer maybe Sphere and Congo, and just get me all nice and slathered up. Then you wait 15 to 20 years and boop, out pops Colin Hanks.